Good morning, 10:31 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Friday, January 19th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So XRP heads down towards our technical target near the 534 level. As we can see, the XRP market cap's down 668.38 million, or down 2.23%. So let's take a look at XRP. Sitting at 5389.539 cents, down 2.19%, or 1.2 cents. XRP's heading down towards our technical target, which I've made no secret about. Ever since we broke down from the bull flag, I said a retest up here, and then a breakdown down to 534 is ominous. We came down below the bull flag, came up for a retest, created another similar pattern formation, and fell below that, got rejected within that. Now the technical target is 534. The question is can you reverse from there? That's what I've been asking for the last, 2 weeks? 3 weeks? This is the question. Is that the reversal part of the pattern at 534? If we look at the hourly, we're in the oversold. 2 hourly, oversold. 3 hourly, oversold. Actually, extremely oversold in the 3 hourly. 4 hourly, extremely oversold. Daily is going to get into that oversold probably after today's candle in 8 hours, especially if this continues how it is. But last time we were so oversold in the RSI in the hourly through the 4 hourly, we had a nice little reversal. So we're going to see. Eventually we're going to have a reversal. We're going to have to clear out some of this top side liquidity now if we're going to go further down. But that 534 is what I talked about yesterday. I said I was targeting that 534, and we are almost there now. We gotten all the way down to 5364. It all becomes the question, is that close enough? The technical target was 534. With Bitcoin, our technical target, when it was up near 48,000, we made a technical target. We've made a note on here. Bitcoin target drop to ease relative strength index, we said would be 40,600. And as we know, Bitcoin came all the way down to 40,615. So, I mean, you could not call that any better. The question only is it going to come down all the way to 40,300 and hit that perfectly? Or is this going to continue breaking down? If this continues breaking down, our next level for Bitcoin, if this breaks, let's get a little measured move here, just in case. We could be starting to put in some kind of bottoming formation here, so we have to pay attention to that as well. But let's just say we break down on this formation. You could be looking at about 38,437 would be your immediate move. If this broke down, it's just much like XRP. It looks like we're starting to, in some of these time frames, head into the oversold. 2 hourly, we tried to work our way back up, but it got pushed back down. So once these candles close, it's going to be forced back into oversold. 4 hourly, we're experiencing the same thing. Never got out of oversold. Daily time frames coming down. Weekly time frame still way up there, but it has not accounted for this weekly candle right now. That'll account on Sunday, so this will come down as well. But at some point, you're going to have that reverse rally up now. Not everything goes straight down, just like everything doesn't go straight up. And you always have that consolidation. So if we are bearish, you're going to go back up for resistance, and you're going to find that added liquidity for a further move down. So that's what we're trying to see what's going to happen here. So that's your line in the sand, that 40,300. If it breaks that to the downside, actually this is about 40,550. If it breaks that to the downside, it'll be interesting. But we could take that measured move and say, you know what? Let's be a little more considerate here with this move. And let's just say it doesn't start at 40,500. Let's say it starts around 40,300. Gives us the maximum amount for this to come to support. And then let's just say that's where you get your rejection. Well, if that's the case, then you got a targeted move of 38,533. And the line in the sand's right around, this is about 40,330 would be your line in the sand. So if it breaks below that, then you know we're falling extremely bearish. But coming back to XRP, I think we're into an ominous buying opportunity potentially here showing up. If this does hold this 534 level, this is going to be very, very interesting. Because we're so oversold that eventually we're going to have a return rally according to the relative strength. I know in the daily it could still come down a little bit. I know if we're looking from a weekly perspective, we're in what looks like a falling channel. And those are bullish reversals at the bottom. And is the bottom, that 534, we already came down in this weekly about 2 weeks ago and touched the 200. And now if in 2 weeks later we come down on this new support's 534, Instead of, even though the 200-day when it hit it before was right around 505, it's come up a little bit. So that's what I'm looking at today. Very closely, I'm looking to see if that 534 holds, or if it continues to break down. If it continues to break down from 534, we've got the targets underneath, so it's not like we have to worry about it. But if we lose 534, your next target's going to be right at 50 cents. So that's what I'm looking at this morning. If you got anything out of this morning update, please make sure that that like button is. It will greatly help push us through the analytics. I can't stress it enough. If you share this on social media, it will help push us through the algorithm and allow us to have a more active discussion and allow us to grow this community as we inch, and I mean inch like a snail, closer to 20,000 as the new year starts. Very slow on support in the new year as far as subscribers, donations, or paying it forward by joining Tom's Army. But we're in a very slow part of the cycle. So this is the time we have to have due diligence. We have to stay positive. We can't be negative when we don't play the victim here. We play the winner. And what that means is, even when it looks like things are going against us, even when it looks like things will never get better, we start to look at the opportunity that presents itself. And right now we can see a pretty ominous, or pretty obvious opportunity that's trying to present itself here, as XRP is an extreme oversold now when it comes into the 3-hourly, the 4-hourly, even the 2-hourly. It came up a little bit, but now it's going to have a violent retracement. The lower time frame, same thing, tried to come up, violent retracement back into oversold. This is what I talked about yesterday. It wasn't ready yet. There was still one more move down. That 534 is a technical target for a reason. Now we've all but hit it. But the question is do we stay there, or do we keep coming through to 50 cents? 534 looks like a pretty good bet here, but you never know until we hit that support and it bounces off of it. Have a blessed morning, everybody.